India China bye bye to India China bye bye. Hello friends, today's video is very important as it deals with all side in dispute between India and China. So we are going to look at what is line of actual control, what is LOC, what are the differences between them, where is Galwan Valley, Pangyong Tso Lake, Hot Spring, Chushul Valley, etc. Also, a new term came up in the news which was fingers. So also in detail we'll look after it. Now, today we all know that fourth round of talks took place between the Corps of Commander and the Chinese side at Chushul. So the first two rounds was held at Moldo and we are going to look at both these sides also. Now, starting with this map where the disputed border between India and China. The disputed border is divided into three: west, middle and east. In the east, as we all know, McMahon line. In the middle, at the Nathula in the Sikkim, and very famous, the western side, which is Askai Chin. These three areas are disputed between the India and China. Now, Askai Chin whole in itself, Galwan Valley, Pangyong Tso Lake and Demchok. Sikkim whole in itself, Nathula. And around Arunachal Pradesh we have McMahon line. Now first looking at what is line of actual control actually. So it is between India and China, as you all know, and LOC is between India and Pakistan. It is neither delineated nor demarcated. That does mean that no exact borders are defined officially and no borders are agreed upon. But on the other side, on the line of control between India and Pakistan, we have the actual officially agreed upon border. Now, first coming to the very famous Galwan Valley. Now, starting from the British era, it was a trade route which linked Yarkand Kashigar. We don't need to know about where is Yarkand and Kashinagar. It is just a information. Then in the Galwan Valley, Britishers opened the consulate which was known as Chini Bagh. So the question can come, where is Chini Bagh located? Or in the match the column form. So Chini Bagh is in Galwan Valley, was in Galwan Valley, not is. Then the Galwan Valley used to connect Nubra with Khardungla Pass with Saser Kangri, then Murgo and then the DBO. Clearly we get to know from the map. So here it is Galwan. So here is Galwan. Then here is Nubra river and here is Khardungla. Here Galwan through Khardungla used to connect with the Nubra Valley, then through the Saser Pass and then to the Murgo and then to the DBO. So this was the exact path in the British era. Now, Galwan Valley connects to the Shyok river. And in the previous video, we saw that Shyok is a tributary of Indus. Those who have not seen the previous video, please must go and watch it. There we have learned all about the Indus river system. Then Shyok mixes with the Indus. So Galwan river is the second tributary of the Indus river. Now Shyok river meets with the Galwan river on the India side of the line of actual control. It does not meet on the Chinese side of line of actual control. Then coming to more information about Galwan Valley. So around the Galwan Valley is point 14 of patrolling. Now, why is Galwan Valley exactly called Galwan Valley? Why not some other name is used for it? So, it was named after Ghulam Rasul Galwan, which was a Ladakhi adventurer, and after him the Galwan Valley was named. The Galwan Its source is in Askai Chin, China, on the Chinese side of the line of actual control. Now what actually is valley? Valley is something that is between the two upbuilt or anticlines, and the subdued area is known as syncline. So the valley is the syncline zone of the fold mountain. As we all know, Himalayas are the fold mountain. So the Aksai Chin and the Ladakh are two anticlines. Between them valley is located, which is a syncline. Now coming to where it originates. It originates in Aksai Chin in the Karakoram range. Where is now the Karakoram range? So we must look at the first map where we saw this map. Here we have Himalayas. Now Himalayas are divided into parts, among which the first part, the highest part, is the Trans-Himalayas. So in the Trans-Himalayas we first have here Karakoram range. Here first is Karakoram range, which covers Ladakh and Aksai Chin. Then we have Ladakh range, and then we have Zanskar range. All three range covers Jammu and Kashmir. No other states is covered with the Trans-Himalayas. So in the Karakoram range we have Aksai Chin, and in the Aksai Chin the river Galwan originates. Now let's coming to the most important and most interesting sounding lake, which is Pangyong Tso Lake. Now why is Pangyong Tso Lake named as Pangyong Tso? So the reason is Pangyong means conclave and Tso means lake. So that is why it is known as Pangyong Tso Lake. Now one important thing is that it is a saline lake. It is not a freshwater lake. It is endorheic lake. What does mean by it? It means it is landlocked. It does not meet any sea with itself. So it is landlocked. 60% of the lake is situated in the Tibetan Autonomous Region. Now it have an outlet of the Shyok River. Now one important thing about Shyok River, it is that it is known as Death River. Now why the Death River? Why not the Birth River? So Death River because it is situated at a very high position or location, due to which it is impossible to breathe. That is why it is known as Death River. Now the Pangyong Tso Lake have an outlet to Shyok River. Now this point, that is Pangyong Tso Lake, is recently a site of eye-to-eye confrontation between India and China. Now one important thing that we must know about Pangyong Tso Lake is that here we can see that here is Pangyong Tso Lake. Here is Pangyong Tso. This region is China, this is India, and this is Aksai Chin. So this is Pangyong Tso Lake. Beneath the Pangyong Tso Lake we have Chushul. Chushul is a district of Leh. So below or to the south of Pangyong Tso Lake we have Chushul. And now next coming to here we have hot springs. Now we have already looked at Galwan Valley. Now coming to first the Galwan River and the clash of site and the Shyok River. So here we have the Galwan Valley, which originates from the Aksai Chin. This area is Aksai Chin. Here its flow. This is line of actual control, and here we have the clash site, and beneath that here somewhat we have Pangyong Tso Lake. Now here Shyok River meets the Galwan River, and one thing is to be noted that DSBU-DO role one thing is to be noted that DSD DO road runs parallel to the Shyok river. Okay, now next we have seen this map fully. Just note that north to south sequence of the locations, because UPSC tends to ask that type of question. Now, all about fingers. What are fingers? We'll look about it here in the map itself. I have given it with it only. So, fingers are nothing but just spurs. Now, what is spurs? Spurs are the barren mountains around the northern bank of the This is the Pangyong Tso Lake. This is the Pangyong Tso Lake, and to the north of it, that is toward Aksai Chin, we have fingers. Fingers are just the spurs. You can see the spurs here. So these are the spurs. Now, these spurs are known as Chang Chemo. So just you have to learn about it. You can't do anything with it. You have to learn that what is Chang Chemo. So they are the spurs. Now it runs from west to east. It runs from west to east. Now from 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are occupied by the Indian troops. Actually India claims 1 to 8 fingers, but China is preventing India from moving towards the 4th to 8th spur or the finger. So China is not allowing India to move from 4th to 8th. So in unofficial way, or we can say the Chinese troops are not allowing the Indian troops to move from 4th finger to the 8th finger. And actually the Indian troops have control from 1 to 4. This is to be noted. So I don't think much more questions can be asked from the fingers. And if anyone knows much about it, please comment and let me also know, so that I can also learn. Next, coming to the site of conflict, the major reason of conflict, and it is Darbuk Shyok Daulat Beg Oldi Road. Now what is it? Firstly, I used to think that this is just one road that is going to be constructed newly, but Daulat Beg Oldi Road was already present, which was abandoned in 2008 due to chaos. We saw in the first map here, we saw that Daulat Oldi Beg Road was used to be connected by the Murgo at the Britishers' time. So, Darbuk Shyok Daulat Beg Oldi Road isn't anything but DBO connecting with Darbuk and Shyok. Now see, here is going to connect with Shyok. Here's something here, Shyok travels, and here then we'll go to DBO road. So this fully is known as DSD road, and here parallel to it Shyok travels. Now it is 255 kilometer road, and it will run parallelly to the line of actual control also. Now, why is India so tending or so trying to construct it? It is because the China is trying to construct road as per the BRO initiative under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor through the Saser region. So just as a result of it, or as an alternative to it, this road is going to be constructed. But China have not yet started the Saser road work. Now, So this is for today. I think I have almost done with everything. Yeah, some places are left which were in news. So as I have told, here is Khardungla Pass. We all know Khardungla Pass. South of Khardungla Pass is Leh. In Leh we have Chushul. Moldo. Where is Moldo? Moldo is present on the Chinese side. In the Chinese side of the border, we have Moldo presented, where first two COP stop took place. Then we have Durbuk. Then here is the Galwan Flash Point, where Galwan River merges the Shyok River. Then here we have Changla Pass. Changla Pass is also very important. It is located adjacent to the Khardungla Pass. Okay. Now this map we have seen. This map we have also seen almost everything we have seen in it. Now, so this is for today. I will request you all, if some places are left or someone know more about it or the places, please comment and let me know so that I can also learn it. And in the next video, I'll pick up Nepal, because Nepal is recently very much in news indirectly because of China only. So next video will be on Nepal and the India relation. So this is for today, and I hope you all like my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe it and thumbs up. Thank you so much.